Hey y'all. So I just finished taking my kiddo to the park, and I had a little chit chat with the person that I invited out multiple times, and the answer was always no. So I don't want to say confronted because I wasn't mean about it, but I did say, what's up with that? Every time do you not have friends outside of the park? What's up? And he said, which I already suspected this, and I told y'all this. I suspected that he's going to do what he wants to do, not what you want him to do, even if it will benefit him. Which is kind of dumb, but that's what people do. He said, well, I like to do what I like to do. Right. Right. In other words, if it's not in his agenda, he's not going to do it. And then he thought he was under the impression that it was a romantic thing, like I was interested in him. Oh, you're younger than me and this and that. I said, I didn't invite you out for a candlelight dinner. I asked you, did you want to meet other people? So I said, but another person asked you out, and you told her no too. He didn't really say no, he just froze like a statue. She's closer to his age, so if he's tripping off the age thing, it's not that either, because she's closer to his age. I wasn't romantic. I've been single for 5 years. I like being single. I like it. Okay? I don't need my ego fed. I don't need people chasing after me, and I damn sure don't need you chasing my drawers. So I really enjoy being single. Okay? So the other young lady asked him out, and he asked both of us out. Both of us. And he stood there like a statue. He went like this. And he wouldn't respond. If that was romantic also in his mind, he thought it was romantic, well, why would she invite somebody else? If the person's interested in you, they want to go out with you and them. You know what? Let me give men some advice. If a person invites you out to hang with other people, that doesn't automatically mean that they want you. Please don't let your ego take you too far with this. Don't let your ego take you too far. Don't do that. Don't assume, oh, this person wants me because I'm king ding-a-ling. Everybody don't want you. Everybody don't want me, which is a good thing, because I don't want them anyway. I've had enough bullshit with people to last me a fucking lifetime. I don't need another relationship. Ever. Okay? And I told them point blank, I said, I don't like people. So if I ask you out, and to meet other people, and his excuse was, well, I don't know them. Well, everybody's a stranger until you meet them. I said, you go running by these two people. I'm not going to mention their name. But these two people, you run by their house all the time when you go jogging. I figured it'd be a good thing for you to meet them. I noticed this also on a dating site when and I'm not interested in this person. But when I was open to a relationship and you're dealing with a bunch of circus clowns on a dating site, none of them are honest. None of them are being real. A lot of them, when they get a certain age, because they've been through divorces, because their partner died, because none of their relationships worked out, which a lot of it requires you to examine yourself. It could be that these people are dysfunctional as hell, and there's a lot of dysfunctional people running around, and there's a ton of people that will not self-examine. They will not self-examine. They will not go to therapy. They will not. And you wonder why all your relationships fail. You're the reason. There's a strong possibility you're the reason. But in my case, I keep meeting narcissists, and I really don't have patience for that. Your parents are fucked up in the head. They taught you to be fucked up in the head, and then everybody else has to deal with you. I don't think so. Anyway, so guys that reach a certain age, 40 and up, on a dating site, although they're not serious anyway, but a lot of them glue themselves to their families, their kids, and their grandkids, and they make their whole world their family, and because they've been hurt. So they avoid everybody outside of that dynamic. They glue themselves to their family. Some of them will even say, which I think Milo, some of them will even say on their profile, my kids come first. Really? Well, I'll tell you what. When you want some lovey-dovey time, get it from your kids. Okay? When you want to cuddle on the couch, cuddle with your kids. Kids can give you but so much. But that is the shield that they hide behind because they've been hurt in relationships, some of which is self-inflicted because they will not go to therapy. And they will not find out why they keep being attracted to the same type of person and it never works out. In some cases, it's because you have a specific type. If your type was working for you, you wouldn't be single now. If your type was working for you, you wouldn't be single now. You cannot have a type of person that you're attracted to and only stick with that, because that may not be what is supposed to, that may not be your destiny. That may not be your future. You trying to put your future in a little box and you're limiting yourself with what's in the box, but that may not be what you're supposed to have. That may not be, the person that you end up with may be totally opposite of your type. So be careful about choosing a specific type, because that may not, like I said, that may not ever work for you. Just because you dig it, that may not be who you're supposed to be with. You're going to be with who you're supposed to be with. And you either appreciate them or you don't. If you don't appreciate them, when you lose them, you can't really be stressed out about that either, because you didn't really appreciate them when you had them. You know, there's a saying, people don't appreciate the well till the water runs dry. Exactamundo, they don't appreciate the water till the well runs dry. So people have to, take that in consideration. So anyway, guys, don't assume everybody wants you. Please don't, because y'all are so damn egotistical. Please don't. Not all men. But a lot of y'all think, oh, she smiled at me, she wants me. She said hi to me, she wants me. She's hot for me. Jesus, could your ego be any bigger? Everybody don't want you. Let me be the first person to inform you, everybody don't want you. And some people want you until you open your mouth, and then they're like, oh God, wow, what an arrogant blankety blank blank blank. Yeah, some people don't want to put up with that shit either. So anyway, I'm itchy. I got some kind of allergy going on. It's been going on for several days now. I am on Zyrtec. I'm trying not to go to the doctor for a steroid shot. I may have to, but I am trying to avoid that if I can. I'm itchy on here. I had a big old welt on my welt, what do you call it? Whatever the hell it's called. I had a big old, inflamed, area on my neck that was itchy and painful. Not painful, but itchy as hell. I have not been using my permethrin, so I don't know what's the problem. I haven't even used bug spray on my neck, which I normally do if I go in the woods. I haven't even gone in the woods, so I haven't used it on my neck. I don't know what the freaking problem is, but I'm trying to avoid getting a steroid shot because that isn't really my favorite thing to do. It burns, it's thick. The medicine's thick when they inject you with it, and it burns like fire going in. But you get to the point where you're so miserable, you'll take the fire over the itch. But I'm trying to avoid going to the doctor. I'm trying to avoid going to the doctor because that's just not my funnest thing to do. There haven't been any good movies in the theater. I'm going to try to see if I could go next Tuesday, go to a movie, if they have something playing that I want to see, because so far their choices of movies are not the best. So maybe they'll have better choices next week. I don't know. Tuesday's the half day where it's half price. So we shall see what we shall see. I shall see what's going to happen with that. I don't know. Yeah, but please don't assume anything. Don't, And if somebody asks you out and you're not sure, is this a date or is this just a social thing? Ask. Open your mouth and ask. Okay? Please don't assume anything, because you could be so fucking far wrong, and you told this person no, 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 based on what was in your freaking head, which was incorrect. I'm just saying. People get on my goddamn nerves. I noticed something interesting today, and we're not surprised. We're in Missouri. Missouri is one of the most hateful states there is. I didn't know that until I did some research. I knew they were hateful because I've been through it with them, with their hatred and their zero tolerance for brown skin. Missouri is fucked up. There ain't no nice way to put that. However, I still see proof of that to this day. I had a conversation with this person. He was talking to everybody, myself included. And then when he decided, we're all sitting at the same table. And then when he decided, he's from St. Louis, so we're not so fucking surprised. We're not. He started having this conversation with these two other people and totally left me out of the conversation. Oh, really? Brown skin makes people want to puke. But you know what's funny about that? How many times do white people, lay up in the sun trying to get dark, but they don't like anybody with dark skin, but they're trying to lay up in the sun to get dark? Either it's repulsive or it's not. Yeah, fucking loser. Again, he's from St. Louis, so we really don't expect you to act human. Anyway, did I go there? Yes, I did. I'm pissed. People make me sick. So anyway, I prefer animals any day of the week. Any day of the freaking week. I saw one of the Clydesdales. I told you guys this a couple years ago, and everything in the world disappeared except me and the Clydesdale, because I'd never seen him up close before, and I was literally jumping up and down like a little kid. And I'm like, oh my god, because he was walking towards the gate where I was. Honey, their muscles got muscles, and those muscles have muscles. Those are some big-ass horses. And we're talking humongous. So I'm tall. I'm 5'10", right? I asked them, could I pet him? And they're like, yeah. And the rest of the world disappeared. It was just me and him in the world. It was a beautiful, beautiful thing. And he's gigantic. It makes me look like a little person. Okay? And I looked up at him, and I said, do you realize how beautiful you are? I'm not kidding. The whole world melted. Everybody in the world disappeared. All the idiots, all the egotistical motherfuckers, all the arrogant racists and everything else. All of that shit disappeared. It was just me and him in the world and the universe, and it was such a beautiful thing. That's a magical moment I will hold on for the rest of my life. I'll hold on to that moment. It was just beautiful. Wow. So, anyway, you guys take care. Much love. Bye.